Yo, what is up guys, Forever here, and today we're going to take a look at the future of Chrono Odyssey in 2025. The game should be releasing this year, according to what they've been stating on Twitter, but we don't know exactly when that's going to happen, or if it's going to happen at all, because the game did suffer a few delays. However, what we're going to get into today is going to be everything we know currently about Chrono Odyssey, and we're going to take a look at a few things that they've posted on their Twitter, which for this video is going to be a bunch of small snippets of combat that they have posted so far. Now, if you don't know what Chrono Odyssey is, Chrono Odyssey is going to be a next-gen action MMORPG developed by Chrono Studio, which is a subsidiary of NPixel. The game is slated for a 2025 release, with Kakao Games being the publisher. Now, being that this is a Korean-made MMORPG, you can expect PvP to be interwoven within this game, though no real details are known so far when it comes to the PvP aspect of this game and the scale of it. And after digging and diving through every part of the internet I could, it seems like from every source I've seen, these characters are going to be gender locked to whatever class you make, so the freedom of expression is not going to be there, aside from the character customization, which looks to be very in-depth according to some of the videos. Now, I know a gender lock game is not a hard no for a lot of people, but for some it is. But me personally, I'm not going to let that get in the way of me enjoying this game whenever it does release. From the visuals we've seen in all of the trailers that we've had so far, we've seen that the game is going to be a massive open world. And from the bits of combat that we've seen so far, it looks like the game's combat is really well polished. However, the lack of in-game gameplay videos showing a UI or anything of the sort has a lot of players believing that this is vaporware, and that the finished product may look nothing like what we've seen so far. However, earlier last year, Chrono Odyssey's social media team posted on their Twitter, "Our 65 amazing testers have just completed the 14-day FGT of Chrono Odyssey. Their feedback is invaluable, and we can't wait to bring you the best gaming experience." So the few takeaways we can have from this is that this is a focus group test that was conducted during the period of the earlier part of the year. I'm going to doubt that this was posted directly after the test, and the test was probably somewhere around the beginning to middle of April, and that'll make sense in a minute. Another takeaway you can see is two visuals in the game are already represented here, with the top left and bottom right being pretty much the same thing. The top right being looks like a portion of the game where they're standing in front of an archway, and the bottom left being where they're standing in front of a fire pit. However, no UIs are shown, so we don't know the reasoning behind why they posted this with no UI. Maybe just because the UI is unstable or incomplete. Then on July 30th, they posted a small infographic based on the testing that they've done. Now, the infographic is showing to us that the focus group test was probably this combat test to see exactly how the combat felt to a lot of players. And in the picture, you can see the varying responses, ranging from unsatisfied to very satisfied. In the first graph titled Combat Test General Satisfaction Feedback, you can see that most players are satisfied. The majority of players actually are satisfied, while 10% are unsatisfied, 10% are very satisfied, and then 20% are neutral. For me, as a lover of action combat MMORPGs, combat is a very big part of the game, and seeing that a lot of people are very satisfied with what the combat is, and from seeing what we've seen of the combat so far from the other gameplay trailers, I can say that I am probably going to be in the satisfied bracket of this. But I'm also a PvP player, and if the PvP does not feel quite correct, then I probably will be moved into the neutral to unsatisfied territory. And by that I mean the combat has to feel fair and free to be able to access for all players, and not just I'm going to pick the class with the most hardlock CCs and win everything. But that also leaves to be seen because we don't know the general state of the game's PvP direction. Let's just hope it's not like Throne of Liberty and every class can fight fairly for themselves. In August, we got a letter from the producer of Chrono Odyssey, Young Sang Tae. He says, "We're deeply grateful for your continued interest in supporting Chrono Odyssey. Thank you for staying updated with our latest news and development progress. Since the release of our latest trailer, the development team has been working relentlessly to deliver a game that truly meets the expectations of our players. The recent focus group test underscores our commitment to improving the game's combat experience, making it more engaging and immersive. We're relieved to find that most of the feedback from our testers was positive, and we're even more excited about the opportunity to present an enhanced Chrono Odyssey to all of you. Chrono Odyssey is an open-world MMORPG where time dictates destiny, and we're committed to integrating all core elements showcased in the trailer into the game. Players will be able to experience exhilarating battles with colossal bosses, adventures that utilize the Chronotector, a device that manipulates time and space, complex characters, and innovative storytelling. We look forward to the day we can share these features with you. Our development team has dedicated countless hours to perfecting Chrono Odyssey. As a result, many parts of the game have been developed, and we are steadily approaching completion. Nonetheless, our commitment to refining Chrono Odyssey remain steadfast up until its final release. As an avid gamer myself, I understand the challenge of waiting for a game's release, but please bear with us a little longer. We are dedicated to creating an exceptional title that meets the expectations of both our players and our development team. Your continued support is invaluable to us, and we are determined to meet your expectations. Together, we will embark on a journey to create an extraordinary Chrono Odyssey. Thank you. Now, personally, I love it when the producers and game developers are actual gamers themselves and have a unified goal when it comes to the game that they're playing and creating at the same time. Now, this next part I'll say take with a grain of salt because the game was delayed before, stating it was going to be out in 2024, but the pandemic happened and things got pushed back, so now it's slated for 2025. And seeing that the development letter was nearly 5 months ago, I want to hope that they're closer to completion now that we are in 2025 and looking at a 2025, maybe mid to late release for the game. Now, on the bad side, it's probably going to be late 2025, around August or September, even pushing October. On a positive side, it might be even around springtime for us, where we get to start seeing betas and alphas for the game that we can get into and experience the game ourselves. Here's hoping. Now, the biggest and most interesting rumor is this game is going to be buy to play. And if it is buy to play in fact, then we can expect no pay to win. However, on the console side, the community may suffer because the game is buy to play, depending on how people receive the betas when they come out, as well as their own marketing is going to play a huge role in if this game is going to be a success. Now, the following clips are from 2023, but they are the only videos so far that we've seen of the game in-game combat with multiple players on the screen. And since then, they said they've worked on the combat, so we're probably seeing more advanced combat than this. But this is the baseline of what to expect. So let me know if everything you've heard and what you're seeing right now, are you interested in Chrono Odyssey? Are you excited? Let me know how you feel in the comments when it comes to this game, possibly releasing in 2025. As always, I'm hyped for brand new games that are coming out that are pushing the action combat genre forward and making it just a beautiful thing when it comes to MMORPGs, and I'm hoping this is going to be one of them. It looks like it's going to be really good for the future of the genre, to be honest. With all that, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the future. Let me know how you guys feel about Chrono Odyssey and the future of action combat and MMORPGs as a genre in the comments, and look forward to more videos to come on Chrono Odyssey in the coming weeks. Once again, thank you for watching, and peace.